Hey you guys! So today I am going to do a little mall tap and scratch through. All throughout the mall I'll be stopping in different stores that don't have music to do some tapping, and I'm starting in a shop that's got lots of little kind of like bits of everything. And I'm in this section with like some notebooks obviously, but the store's got souvenirs, it's got jewelry, makeup, kids like school stuff, it's got toys, it's got decorative stuff for homes, like little bits of everything. And everything in this shop is like pretty cheap, fairly reasonable. I always stop in this shop and another one like it whenever I'm at this mall. This is the Mall of Arabia in Egypt. There's some small sparkly ones like this. Got the little rubber band to keep it shut. It's about £50. That's somewhere around $2.60 or so. So obviously you're going to hear lots of different mall sounds in this video. Lots of people chatting, talking, that sort of thing. So there's a gold, pink, silver and the blue one underneath those. There are lots and lots of different notebooks, journals and things like that. Galaxy notebook. Text note, TEXNOTE, text note, another Galaxy notebook. I like the colour of this one. So these are obviously a bunch of keychains, and I really love the sound of keychains, so if I ever find stores with keychains and no music, I spend some time with the keychains. Lots of different Egypt themed keychains and fun little, like, what are these little characters? There's like a family right next to me talking, you can hear them speaking Egyptian Arabic. Very, very sparkly in person. This one's nice too. Really like the feeling of these. They're like weighty, like kind of heavy and very sturdy. Or like car brands, car names. I'm not good with car things, forgive me. If I had that on my keys, I'd be playing with it all the time. It like feels nice. So there's some balloons here for usually people who use these for birthdays. Often you'll see young women walking down the street with their group of friends and they have like 2 balloons that have the number of years they are turning. Some squiggly candles. Birthday candles, these are in gold. This is still the same shop. There's some more notebooks over on this side, and I like the sound and pattern and look of these for ASMR. Just kind of a nice design. Little unicorn purse. They had purses for women, and then these like mini backpacks. They're so cute. They're like really small little, but like look like the big kind of backpack. Miniature. Many men in Egypt carry what we would call in the US like a merce, a man purse. It's like, it almost looks like what men use as like a travel kit for the shaving items. Like that's what I think of. It's like, and it has a handle and they just hold it and walk with it. Like their wallet, their phone, their keys inside. So they have these like cute magnets that look like donuts. And they're like super squishy. This one looks like cookies and cream or something like that. So many random things in this shop. I love how squishy these are. Some of them kind of lost their sprinkles. Little kind of like marbles you can decorate with. A bunch of hair ties for little girls as well as for women. Hair ties there, packages of bows, hair bands, hair ties. And some hair clips. I actually purchased a hair clip from this shop. I've already put out the haul that I did from this mall trip. If you don't know what a haul is, it's like you show everything you've purchased from a certain store, or in this case an entire mall. And I did a mall haul from this shopping trip. So yeah, I purchased a hair clip. My hair has grown out finally and I can actually put it in a clip. little hair clips. The thing is, in this shop, things are not very high quality, so they will break quickly. They will likely break quickly, so keep that in mind. Even though some of the things are a bit cheaper. I'm always shocked at the prices of things in Egypt. I feel in general the prices are extremely high for what the salaries people make here are. It just does not equate. The only thing that kind of makes up for what I see items being quite expensive, because like lots of these things in the store I could purchase for the exact same price in the US, but we make much higher salaries, so it feels very unfair, like not quite like it wouldn't work out financially, you know, it's hard. But one thing that's good is the cost of living in terms of like actual your rent for your home or apartment or that sort of thing, purchasing, buying, renting, it's cheaper than the US by a lot. And many people have homes in their families, like that are their families' homes, and you live usually with your family until you get married, and you stay with your family if you don't get married. So a lot of people live paying very small amounts for rent, if anything at all. And maybe their home has been in the family for a long time, and often families live like in the same building, but like in different apartments in the same building. So like your aunt or your cousin or your sister could live in the same building, and that building might be owned by your family, like your uncle or your father, and that means you get really cheap rental. And there's also this thing in Egypt where the prices of rent in certain buildings they can't change, so you're still paying very small amounts like you would have years and years and years ago, the same amount. One of my close friends here, I'm not exaggerating, her rent, she has a 1-bedroom apartment, is £3 per month, and that's cents, you know. Here too, it's nothing. So it's like the rent control. There's like a thing where it can't change. I think they're working on changing that, but it hasn't changed. So that kind of makes up for it, because rent can be expensive in the US depending on where you live, but much more expensive than in most places here. So this was just a section of different boxes, like gift boxes that you can purchase. I'm taking you outside of that store now. We were in there for quite some time. This is one of the like center consoles in the mall. It's got some nice nail polish that I thought I would just organise a bit for you guys. I think this is a special nail polish that Muslim women can wear. The reason I say that is because most Muslim women don't wear any nail polish in order to be able to pray. They're supposed to keep their fingernails clean. It's from what's been explained to me, water has to clean every part of you prior to praying, including your nails. And if there's nail polish on them, then it doesn't clean your nails. So most Muslim women don't wear nail polish in the weeks that they pray. Of course, during their menstrual week they can wear it, because they don't pray during their menstrual week. So this is like what's called a halal polish, meaning it's okay, it's allowed, permissible in Islam to wear, because there's something about the design that allows the water to get through to the nail. That's my understanding. Do correct me if I am wrong. That's what's been explained to me. this is just a delicious section with some candies. There's lots of little candy stations like this through the centre of all the malls in Egypt. And I've done a few different tapping and scratching videos for you guys on like big batches of candies from these centre consoles. Oh, the green ones are so sour and delicious. Lots of options and colours. So this is like this company that sells lots of different kinds of nuts and crackers, some dried fruits, and I just love the way that they present it. You can find these shops all over Egypt and in the centre of malls like this. This is another like centre, you know, the kind of like little shops you can stop at in the centre of the malls. They're just kind of not right in the middle of everything, like booths or something. I felt like the shop had so much random stuff. That's like fake snow alongside little clocks and gift boxes. So random. This is another middle of the mall booth with all flowers. They do have real flowers as well, but here it's just a bunch of fake flowers on this side. It's quite a large booth and it kind of stands out. It's very pretty actually. I'm pretty up close to everything though. Leaves, design leaves. So these are all still fake flowers, fake plants. Got some vases. You can purchase like some of these in little batches or like grab a few flowers of different kinds and such. Put them together. Stopped after filming to grab something to eat, and I actually stopped in like an actual restaurant this time. I've never done that when I've gone to malls for filming videos. Like I'll just bring a snack with me or like grab something small, but I was like, I want to actually eat some food right now. I want to like sit in a restaurant and eat some food. It would be really nice. So I sat down in this really cool very like artsy restaurant, and I enjoyed the atmosphere, and I took video for you guys and I put it on Patreon not too long ago, and I got some delicious food that I showed you and just kind of showed you the environments a little bit there. It was a really special restaurant, I thought, because it's quite unique space. If you don't know what Patreon is, I try to mention it as often as I remember, but there's always a link for it in the description box of all my videos. It's just a way to help out the channel and I get to know you better, and yeah, I put like exclusive videos and behind the scenes, things like that. Okay, so now this is like a sports shop, and thankfully they had no music, so I got to stop in. It's so funny, quite a few stores when I would go in and start tapping and walking around would have no music, and the music would eventually start at some point. And that happened here, but I had gotten to tap on enough at that point. It's a nice little bicycle. Blue colour, brown pedals. It's the kind like, are these called like beach cruisers? You can like put the basket, you can put like a little bell, but it has like some kind of gears and such on it. Have you guys ever ridden a bike along the beach, like on a path? Like, you know how they have like running paths sometimes along beaches and you can ride your bike? I've done it a few times because I have a family member who just like loves doing that, and it's so relaxing and fun, and I don't know, I really like it. I highly recommend doing that. You can like rent bikes near the beach and ride for quite a while. So they place the shoes where they're facing up and you can like see the tread. At least in this shop they did that. So it's kind of perfect for us because I like to hear the sound of the bottom of the shoes, usually more than the tops. Lots of different sporting shoes for different sports. It's a very big sports shop. I actually think I've done an entire tap through in this shop maybe like 8-9 months ago. I forget the name of the shop, but I think it says like sports shop tap through. So this is kind of we get a little bit to this shop in this video. I think shoe sounds, shoe collection videos are some of my absolute favourite ASMR videos. There's so many different materials on a shoe and you get so many textures, so many ridges, so many materials. You get to see people's styles when they share their own collection of shoes. So you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. There's also a tap through of the IKEA in this mall. I created a different video, a separate video, because I actually ended up getting to film quite a while in there with no music, which was surprising to me. That's usually not the case in IKEA, so I actually ended up making them into 2 different videos. I'll try to link that below for you. And there's also a no talking version of this exact video, a small tap through. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and that you're a bit relaxed and got to enjoy seeing some of the random things in this mall. So thank you again for everything, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now, you guys.